Hi, my name's Isaac, and here we are again with a Ford F-250, except this time, it's a 2020. Before we begin, I want to give a huge thanks to Koch 33 Ford for allowing me to review this truck. For all your Ford needs, you can visit Koch 33 in person right off of Route 33 in Easton, Pennsylvania, or at Koch33Ford.com. So similar to the GMC Black Widow Edition video that I did recently, I'm just going to give you guys a walk around since I already did a full comprehensive review on the F-250. Though the one I did was a 2019, so you're going to get a little bit of a different grille here on the 2020. I'd really like this newer one with the kind of the C-shaped design instead of the 2019's kind of more boxy shaped headlights. I think it really makes the truck stand out very aggressively. I also really like this all blacked out package. You're going to get LED daytime running lights, LED headlights, LED fog lights, and turn signals, so the complete package on this guy. Underneath the hood here, you do get Ford's 6.2 liter V8, and I'm going to put the specifications up on the screen now of what that makes horsepower and torque-wise. Moving down here, you do have these really nice all blacked out wheels, and you're going to have the Michelin logo embossed out in white. As I've mentioned in the past, I really like when tires do that. I think it's really cool that it stands out. F-250 logo here with a lariat stamped in there, so Ford likes to denote the trim right there. You're going to get your turn signal indicators on the headlight here with Ford inside of it. You're also going to have two mirrors right here, so this is going to be like a blind spot mirror, and then your traditional mirror. Here is the price tag on this, if you want to pause the video right there. Total sticker for this guy is $65,500. This is a big truck. As I mentioned in the past, if you have your key in your pocket and you tap right there, open the door. No power running boards on this one, unfortunately, but it does have stationary ones. You definitely need the running boards to get in this truck. It is a big leap unless you're like 6'5". SuperDuty stamped in there on the sides. And then if we go to the back here, you get your FX4 sticker off-road with your LED taillights, and you do get your blind spot monitoring indicator in there built into the taillight. Really smart idea on Ford's part. It says SuperDuty stamped in the back here, as I've touched upon. Get your tow hitch down here in a giant chrome exhaust tip, as well as your backup sensors here. And then you're going to get a little light for nighttime down here, and your backup camera. Bringing down the tailgate here, huge bed back here. You're going to get spray and bed liner, LED bed lights, and plenty of tow hooks. And you're also going to have the option here, if you press this, to pull this out, drop that down, and then you get your step in here into the bed. Genius idea on Ford's part. Other truck manufacturers are starting to adopt that, but not so much so as you get on the Fords. So, oh goodness, how am I can freaking figure how to do this one-handed. All right, and then you can just pop this back up in 3 easy steps. Tailgate is dampened, and it is aluminum, so that is nice. I did mention on the 19 F-250, I wish that would have been dampened, and they listened to me. The only reason they dampened the 2020 is because I requested it. I'm pretty sure that is why they did that. I'm just spitballing, but my guess is that is probably why they did that. All right, so moving on to the interior here of the truck. Stepping in, you do get a keypad right here, so you can actually lock the truck. So if you want to put your keys inside the truck, you can actually do a little number code, and that's actually pretty neat to do that. Moving in here, you do get a really nice kind of like faux wood brown texture right there. It is a nice leatherette material on the door. And then you're going to get your power folding mirrors, and these mirrors also have power extension, which is really cool. That's neat. You don't see that too often. It's for the towing functionality. And then you're going to get Bang & Olufsen speakers in here. Really nice premium interior from Ford. Leather seats, though you do not get the massaging, which you've seen on some of the higher trims. You'd have to go for a much higher trim for the massaging seats. Pretty much all leather in here. You do get a panoramic sunroof, moonroof, whatever they call it, a roof that is glass. That is what you get in this one, which I think is really nice. And you do have a really cool heads-up gauge cluster right here with a lot of your driver information on there. You might see that it's stuttering. That's because the frame rate of the camera actually can't keep up. See, if I adjust the frame rate of the camera a little bit, that keeps up with it. As I mentioned, the Bang & Olufsen sound system in here. I got to make it darker. Man, this is a chore. There you go, Bang & Olufsen right there. Speakers in here are fantastic, really, really good audio. All right, so down in here, you're gonna get your Ford infotainment screen right here. Navigation and Apple CarPlay are standard on this guy, which is really nice for the higher trims. You'll get heated and ventilated seats, which is cool. I wonder if I hit... No, I can only do one at a time. I guess it would be counterintuitive if I could do both. But, you know, maybe I want one of my cheeks to be cold and one of them to be hot, okay? You know what, Ford? That would be nice if you gave me that option. Moving on in here, though, you do get a ton of storage down here. Really cool, and you can take this out, and then you have a really deep storage bin there. F-250 plentiful on the storage. Up here, you do get the auxiliary buttons that you see on the Raptor and some of these higher F-250s. If you want to put anything, attach anything additionally, really cool to see that up there. And then you get your traction control, hill descent control, and then I'm going to guess this is, lane keeping assist right there. This does have the shifter on the column. I tend to like column shifters. I know many of you have expressed in the comments you do not like column shifters. And that's okay, because this is America and you're allowed to like what you want. Also, below the heated and cooled seats, you get a wireless charging pad, which is pretty rad. I did rhyme that on purpose, but I didn't think of it till as I was saying it, so I wasn't an intentional dad joke. I apologize. I'm not cutting this out. I am firm. I am standing my ground. All right, so moving on to the back here, you're going to have heated seats over here, as well as USBs and a household outlet and a 12-volt, as well as the air conditioning vents back there. Leather seats right here. You do get a fold-down thing here, and look at this. Ford's cheap rear cup holders. Strike again. Come on, Ford. I know I keep complaining about this, but I keep complaining on 2020 models. I'm sure for the 2021 model, they will change it because I asked, and I asked nicely. Kids, if you ask nicely, sometimes people are nice back, but not always. There's a life lesson. We always try to do life lessons here at Alpha Shark Pictures in our truck reviews, so you can leave not only with a happy truck review and informed on a certain pickup truck, but also with some moral guidance, you know. This world needs more morals, so that's what we do here. Nice leather stitched seats in the back here. Now, they do fold up, and one cool thing that I like about this, Justin, can you run around and fold, just drop that stuff. Run around the other side and fold it up. I'm going to have my assistant here fold up the other side of the seats. So what we're going to do here is then if you pull this lever right here and you pull his, you can fold this down for a completely flush load floor. I think that that's really neat. But if you're like, hey, I want to have some storage here, what you can do is you can just bring this right back up and then you can pull these levers and then you have a little bit of a storage bin underneath the seats, which I think is a really cool idea. Other than that, you get some storage in the back seats here. The doors also have this kind of nice faux wood grain material on there with some chrome. Overall, pretty nice. Really like that panoramic roof. And I think that pretty much concludes the interior here. Let's see if it drives the same. It drives the same. So that concludes the 2020 Ford F-250 Lariat. It's a very nice truck. I like a lot of things about it. I really like this blacked out grille package, and I love the new front design on it. So there you go. That's a little overview of it, the changes from the 2019 model that I reviewed. If you want a more in-depth and thorough review on what all the buttons and features are on it, you can view my 2019 F-250 review. But that concludes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Remember, no matter what vehicle you have, I'll pray it lasts you a long time and it serves you well. Thanks for watching.